What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, episode number 2 of the GamerKnoob. Let's exit the area, finally. Come on and join us. Alright. You know what, actually? Let's cancel this. Can we possibly have something to take away that curse yet? Bless, obviously not, no. Remove fear. It's definitely not a fear, it's a plague. None of that. It will not remove permanent effects, such as curses or diseases. And this is like a curse, I'm assuming, or a disease. So no. Nothing to remove that. Alright then, well. Let's continue on. Should I give her the Charisma Headband? You think? Let's see, abilities here. Do you have anything that benefits from charisma? I don't think so. Fine. You may have the cool headband. There you go. She benefits more from it, so she should wear it. Alright, let's head out. Come on with me, bud. Uljif. Alright, I don't know what's going to be out here in the town, but oh, here we go. Gold map of Canabras. Move to the visible part of the map using WASD and travel to the locations. Discover however your maps met. Some locations might not avail for your travels for various reasons. As you explore the map, progress through the game, you'll discover new locations. You can be attacked, so make sure you get enough rest and don't let them take you by surprise. Alright, let's see. So we've got Trapped in Darkness, which was the first chapter, I'm guessing. We've got Companion Quest. The last chapter to complete this quest will fail. Oh. Okay. Get across the rift. So we got Stolen Mood, talk to Charisma, find Jenna Aldarai, find and kill Kaylessa, visit Journo. Okay, so it says to visit him, but this is the last chapter to do it, so I don't know how long we have on that, because I don't think we can go there yet, obviously. Be prepared. Common Cause. Burning City. Scout the Tower of Estrad, and Gworm Family Secrets. Okay. Taxian Wine Cellar. Thiefling Hideout. Great Garrison, apparently we've never been there. Market Square. Silken Thread. Tower of Estrad. Alright, so there's a lot of stuff over on this side, and that's the Market Square where the city's divided currently. So I'm wondering if we should try to... You know what, let's go here. The Thieflings Hideout. We'll go there first. Oh, failed to sneak past enemies. Prepare for fight. Well, let's go then, mother truckers.
Who, me?
Who, you? Yes, you are. Let's see what you got. You got mage armor, which is good. Color spray. Blinding, yeah, that's nice. Grease is good. Burning hands is always nice. And charge, of course. You've also got your cantrips here. Okay.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better. Get another
Take your shot at this guy. You met a serious damage reduction ability, 2 many times physical and energy. Okay. So you have just damage reductions, exceptions for good or cold iron. Okay, that's nice. Let's just acid splash you.
I'll cut you wide open.
worry about DR at all. And you can't make it up there. You only have one action. Does anyone know why he only has one action?
Cover me, all right?
I don't know why he only has one action, but he only does.
Well,
That's weird. Your spells go. Didn't you used to have a cure light wounds? What happened to it? I guess not. Okay.
I stand ready. I'm all ears.
Yeah, I want you to use deadly aim for sure. And if we want to key, you can key. Let's move these things down here that are for this stuff.
Rely on me.
We should move.
Yeah, that's fine for now. What you got? Master of British, don't mind if I do.
This is my path.
Still don't know why he only walks like 20
Let us be off.
20 feet. I don't understand. It must have something to do with his equipment. Crypt Raider's armor, minus 10 feet. Why do you give minus 10? You don't get minus 10 feet. Oh, you do. But you can still charge and stuff. He can only move 20 feet and then he's done. I don't know why he's only getting one
Let's
action.
move.
Just making sure there's nothing hidden. Sometimes there are in the areas. At least in the last one there were. So, could reasonably assume that there would be possibly one in this one. Gosh, how many freaking encounters are we going to have on the way there? I mean, I guess it is
Did we
overrun.
find trouble? No, they did.
Hi there, Marauder.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
You missed. Well, you missed too, so it's okay.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The inheritor, guide my
Okay, see,
blade.
you're not supposed to miss like that.
Forwards.
Maybe Gregor will make up for it. There we go.
I'm here. Where else would I be?
Just a regular old longsword. Not really worthwhile, then.
Fine.
We must gather your party before venturing forth. None of that? Sad. Oh, we're good. You know what? We can collect it, whatever. It's fine. We can always throw it away if we don't use it. And by throw it away, I mean obviously, sell it. Apparently there was a hard to cross river there or something. And we got in 3 fights on the way over here.
We will be victorious.
Okay, you crawled up out of an abyss, didn't you?
Into the fray.
Good start. Nice. No, attack Sela, don't attack me.
the spirits demand your blood.
Just make sure you get back a little bit.
Distract them from me.
Oh, I love sneak attack, dude.
You won't survive me.
Always love a sneak attack.
We won't
Crush.
falter.
The
Crush.
light take you.
You missed. It's okay, they also missed.
You are today's sacrifice.
Good shot.
Time to share your treasures.
Sneak attack's so nice. I love sneak attack. Can we have it more often, please? So glad we got like a rogue now. Sneak attack's so good for damage early. Can we make it? Hey, let's enter. What's gonna go on in the Thiefling hideout? Hello? I got my eyes on you. Promise? Uh-oh. The basement is dark and damp, and you're immediately struck by the hostility of the gathered tieflings. 5 of them are kneeling along the wall, separate from the rest. The tall woman who had been cleaning her fingernails with the tip of her knife greets you with narrowed eyes. Brother Woljif, you got my message then. Sorry I couldn't swing by sooner, dear sister Charisma. It was just one thing after another. First I was in shackles, next, well, no, I was still in shackles, and I was being watched, and then the chief got me out, and I came here straight away. You'd been waiting on me. Enough talking, or else we'll be here all night. So we had a clear plan. We were going to wait for nightfall, slip into the shop, grab the goods, and leave. Even if the neighbors called the guard, there was time to get away. But what happened? That bitch Erebeth showed up almost right away. She knew we'd be there. Someone betrayed us, and I have a good idea who it was. What do you have to say about that? Make it quick. The burden of proof lies on the accuser. Woljif doesn't have to prove anything. He speaks. Thought Woljif only brought you here so he'd have someone to hide behind if things went south. Burden of proof. Are you a city guard or something? I don't know how it is with your lot, but the family, the highest rank is always right. And here, that's me. Knobbish is burning. Why are you squabbling here instead of fleeing the city? Be glad to leave, like the rest of my brothers and sisters, but in the family there's nothing worse than betrayal, and it's something we do not forgive. We do not forgive anyone who lets traitors off the hook, either. If I don't find the rat, my superiors, let's just say, I'll wish I was burning in Canabras. I want to keep living, so I'm going to take a chance. Until I find out who the traitor here is, no one is leaving. Do you think Woljif knows the name of the traitor? Yes, he knows the name of the traitor. Every gang that Brother Woljif has been a part of has very quickly come to an end. Their hideout location was passed to the guards, or their competitors found out where they could ambush them. Woljif is the only one who always comes out smelling of roses. If you think about it, you'll come to the same conclusion as us. I'd have said that meant that Woljif was cursed with finding friends among losers and screw-ups. But now that he's with us, that must mean the curse has been broken. But that depends. He was indeed most fortunate to find himself in a party with me. On the other hand, he's also ended up in a party with you. Woljif, tell us your side of the story. What happened? What's there to tell? About a week ago, Sister Charisma got 6 of us together in this very basement. Me and those 5 over there, I mean. She rounds us up and says we've got to score ancient trees and wonders, the place that no one's ever been able to hit. The place has been guarded by a golem, but now a powerful scroll that would knock out the golem just happened to come into our possession, along with a tip-off that shop owner would be gone on a particular night. All 6 of us know a bit of magic, and we know that any enchanted junk will sell for a pretty penny, so we're in. The most important thing was that none of us was to be hanging about the shop ahead of the job. No casing out the place, no calling attention to ourselves from either the golem or its master. The job was top secret. It's all true so far. Go on. We did everything right with the locks and the golems. I picked the locker room clear as day. Sister Dalna was on the lookout. Brother Morone had the scroll. Doffy, Tavy, and Varner brought the sacks. We covered the windows and lit the torches. I remember scooping up rings and tossing them in a sack, and one right expensive one rolled away from me. I crawled under a table after it, and the next thing I know, Erebeth was there. Everybody scampered, but I was still under the table. Not my finest moment. I was going to wait it out, but then those blockheads were dragging me out by the tail and put me in shackles. They took all my rings off me, about 20,000 worth. And add insult to injury, I never found the last one. In the end, I got busted over nothing. So they caught you, poor thing. Stripped you of your loot, and you didn't even manage to stash anything. Where's the Moon of the Abyss, Brother Woljif? What is the Moon of the Abyss? It was an amulet. It was used to sit on a little cushion in the window of the ancient trees and wonders. Sterling silver sparkled like a star. Fine piece of work. On one side there was a half moon, a crescent and a waning moon. And in the middle there was a dark crystal, like an eclipsing the moon. Old man Philemon was so proud of that amulet. He used to say, I'll never sell it. It's the jewel of the collection. I used to go there to see what kinds of treasures there were in the world. There's nothing else to look at in Canabras. People used to claim it was a powerful thing, but who's to say? If you ever stole a thing like that, you'd have the guards on you for the second you tried to fence it. Everybody knew that you were always hanging around ancient trees and wonders, drooling over the Moon of the Abyss. Do you think you could swipe it and all the commotion, keep it for yourself? Do you hope that we'd all be locked up and you'd get off scot-free and with a fancy trinket to boot? Don't take me for a mug, Woljif, if I see right through you. Why would Erebeth arrest her own informant? The words right out of my mouth. It doesn't make any sense. If I was the rat, I'd have kissed her on the hand. It'd have been long gone by now. You know me, sister. I'm a cautious fella, not an idiot. Why would I go against the family so the fish and the Selin can have a nice Woljif-sized dinner? The Moon of the Abyss is a pretty Bible to be sure, but it's just an amulet. It ain't worth dying over. You knew Erebeth's people would protect you, and you knew you could pin the moon going missing on them. And now you've come here with backup, and you knew exactly what I was going to say to you. Only problem is, always return the amulet to Philemon. Are you giving Erebeth a cut? Is that it? Have you seen her? Do you think she'd take a cut of anything I offered her? She can't be bought. She's like 3 heralds of Iomade all rolled into one. Speaks the truth. You'll find some knights who will take bribes. I'm sorry to say, but Erebeth Tirabade isn't one of them. Go on, Woljif. That's the whole story. Some family this turned out to be is just a name in the end. In a real family, people they take each other at their word. They don't throw around accusations. Didn't take them into the abyss. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it to no crusaders. It's a special item. You can't wear it. It'll get nicked. I'm pretty sure to look at it. It's pretty sure to look at it, sure, but it ain't that pretty. It's in that important to use, Sister Charisma. I'll find it. I'll drag the traitor here by his horns, just so as you don't end up at the bottom of the cell. But do you know what you're going to owe me for that? An apology right here in front of everyone. You're going to apologize loud and clear so everybody hears it. You'll say, sorry, Woljif, you're a good guy and I was wrong about you. Fine, you're one of my people, which is why I'm going to give you some time. But if you run, Brother Woljif, the family will get you wherever you go. You'll spend the rest of your life looking over your shoulder, tossing and turning at night, fearing poison in every cup and every meal. You'll look into the eyes of every tiefling you meet, wondering if the family's come for you. You'll have no peace. But one day, you'll be tired of running. You'll stop to catch your breath, and that is when we'll get you. Got that? You've away with words, Sister Charisma, a way that almost made me wet myself, but away nonetheless. Let's go, Chief. We'll go chat with that scary gal, Erebeth. She knows a little. We can ask her who ratted us out. I'll let you do the talking. We'll find the real traitor. And I'll get my apology. Onward, Erebeth. To Erebeth, Chief. Let's go clear my good name. We're out the traitor, but be quick about it. Time's running out. I don't want to get chewed up by demons. Can I talk to these guys? I mean, I can, but they don't have anything to say. No, I guess I won't pick the lock. I'll probably get yelled at for that, huh? Don't mind me just stealing the wine. Keys. Oh, nice. Lockpicker's kit. Take it. So... you want that? There you go. Now, wait a minute.
I'll make my own legend.
There he is. I was wondering where he was.
I'm tired of waiting.
Alright, so I'm gonna try this, but we're gonna save beforehand because they might get mad. Hey, if you value your life, you won't even look in that direction. Okay. Right, old boss. My apologies. So we need to go back, of course. Taxi and wine cellar. It's a long walk to get through there. Well, we might as well go back to the Defender's Heart then, if we're right there. Oh, faster. Oh, this is nice. Didn't realize I could do this. I mean, if we're right here, right, we might as well. Some dungeon you can find holy relics that will reduce the effects of the abyssal corruption on your party. I don't know what this means, but thank you for letting me know. It sounds like it will be helpful at some point. Ooh, nice. I feel like the DC went down. I thought it was 17 before. Over here, right? Yeah. Here, Beth. Buddy old pal. There's a traitor I'm trying to track down. Who's your informant among the tieflings? Canabras is threatened by a demon horde and you have enough spare time to help thieves? I don't like this, but I hope you know what you're doing. I'll tell you everything I know. You did not see my informant's face. He slipped out of a dark alley, handed me a note, and disappeared. He had a cloak with a hood masking his face, but the long horns didn't fit under it. There should be a guardian golem in Ancestries and Wonders, the shop they tried to rob. The owner gave us the construct's code word just in case. The golem itself was destroyed, but the head seems to be intact, so you can interrogate the thing to find out who it saw, or what it saw. The code word is Hand of Iori. The shop's owner must have escaped, but there's a chance you'll get lucky with the golem. I have to go. Thanks. That's helpful. Let's go see what's going on then. I don't like how every time I come out, the thing has changed. It bothers me. To the shop. Well, you failed to sneak past. You failed to sneak past. You failed to sneak past.
Save the last one for me.
It's these guys again.
Endure this!
You missed.
Go for their hearts!
You missed.
Cover me, alright?
Shooting into melee. Yes.
Strike with all your might!
Your charge doesn't make it very far, does it? 2 attacks, cool.
Make every strike count.
I'll cut you wide open.
Oh, he was still in range, eh? Well, it's a lot farther than I wanted you to take a step back, but that's okay.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Dude, sneak attack's so good.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
We can do
Power
it.
attack. It's okay. We could have changed weapons, but not yet.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The spirits demand your blood.
Distract them from me.
Go give him a little stabby. Good job. Masterworks? Masterworks.
March on.
March on. Actually.
Adventures await.
Go ahead and lay on hands yourself a couple times there, bud.
Open your heart to me.
I could have sworn she
I
used to have
give
healing, and I don't know what happened to it. Like, your spellbook changed. I swear.
A bright future awaits us.
Did you guys get a good roll for once? Thank you. Goodness. Alright, let's head out. I mean, we just used all our lay on hands, but oh well. Be sneaky. Don't get stopped. Enter. If you find an encounter too challenging. Same goes for crusade management. I don't know what that means. So we're gonna find a... Hopefully we're gonna find the ring underneath the table that he dropped. Please get me out of here. Scroll of blessed weapons.
No, what is that?
Loot. A demonic heart. Oh my. Some scrolls have been torn apart and some have been trodden by muddy boots. Yeah, I'll get you out of there in a minute. I got some things to look at. Polished oak shelves once showcased magic rings, naming that's now there's left covering handprints of robbers. Polished oak shelves once showcased magic. Yeah.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Probably treasure. Gold ring, don't mind if I do. Unique weapons and antique armor were displayed on their stands. Master. Code word. Hand of Iori. Awaiting orders. Where'd you come from? Who created you? The column was created by Gaffron and Son address, 3rd building on the right, Jewelers Alley, Narrowson, Mendev, model G504E and E, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gaffrey. Tell me about any suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. 56 individuals into the shop. Human, female, old, gnome, male, old, human, female. We really have customers tonight, but we need to ask you a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? Tieflings 3, tiefling male, middle-aged, tiefling male, young, tiefling female, young. Describe the young tiefling. Medium height, short horns curling backwards, medium length tail, eyes color, hair black. Special observation, annoyed master. Horns, tail, hair. Hey, it sounds like me. This is not possible. No security's like here. I didn't even come near this place. I give you my word, chief. No special observations. Subject was unremarkable. There, see, couldn't be me. Describe the middle-aged tiefling. Medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color, pale blue, skin color, dark, special observations, red hair. That's our trader, I bet your life on it. Charisma drilled into her heads that we wasn't allowed to go hang around the shop. Red hair, you got a couple of gingers in there, and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for such special observation. Gollum ain't all it's cracked up to be, eh? Maybe it's mastering or something more. Describe female tiefling. Above average height, hair, long, pale, tail not observed, long horns, eye color, blue, special observation, scar on nose, baldrick with gold stitching. I don't know that one. A new arrival, most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. Enough. Where is your master? Finnean Frulietus. My master is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. Prohibited. It's likely he hold himself up in the basement where the commotion started, and the entrance should be around here somewhere. Where's my basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leave my post is prohibited. Found out everything I wanted to know. Alright, so we're probably going to try to move that soon. Lots of stuff there. Don't mind if I do. Pipe Fox. Someone's a Pipe Fox familiar. Knowledge Arcana. Ooh.
Let us be off.
Let us be off. We need to look at our familiars real quick. 1 second. So this one, +2 on perception and lore nature checks. You're my lore nature guy, right? 4. Yes. So maybe you should have this one. And then I will take this one for the knowledge arcana and perception checks, because my character does have good arcana knowledge. Yeah, pretty decent, honestly. Because I've been bumping it up, so... Are these all my decisions? Nice.
We should move.
Activate that.
Something wrong?
Are we in trouble?
That. There we go, nice.
I'm curious.
Come lift this, please. That's a cool little, like, snake thing. Finnean, the talking weapon. Phew, free at last. Thought I'd been flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finnean. I'm a Pathfinder. Is there anything I can do? I will help. You're a Pathfinder? That's right. Finnean Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the Worldwound, where my tasks lead me, scouting mostly, but this is the last while I've been hanging around in Canavras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least a shop makes for better lodging than an inn. What I meant was, what are you? What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from? Is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. Well, we Killids of the Star-Eye clan fled to the Worldwound when troubles began, but I can't stand by while demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Would you like to ask about my weapon of choice? My best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled, capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword or poke a spear, but what I'm best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades. Phantom Blade? What's that? It's like a spiritualist with a twist. It means that the spirit took a liking to me at some point. It can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. It doesn't take up space either, although to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. Spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from a happy place, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles and leave few survivors. The city is under attack by demons. Wait, what? The last I saw was some thieves breaking in here. Then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that's a bit of a blur. When things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons Canavras, we must do something. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. Besides, the more the merrier. How did you end up in the shop? I've been here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for the words from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinder, so I've taken up residence here. Alright, I'll take you with me. I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party's missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word. You have a unique companion, Finnean the talking weapon. You can access him through a special button in your inventory. Click on to initiate dialogue with him and change his form, or take the shape of any of the weapon before handing him to one of the party members. There's no limitation. Finnean, what? That's so incredibly cool. So, Finnean, start dialogue. Hey, the adventurers, you know I've regretted nothing yet. I've never regretted following you. Everything seems to revolve around you. It's like beavers in a mill wheel. I'll have a lot to write in my report to the Pathfinder Society, although thinking about it, it's been a while since I sent any reports to them. We'll talk about you. Sure, go ahead, although I can't really take anything noteworthy. Do you realize that you're a weapon? What kind of question is that? I mean, sure, the cleric could keep going on about every crusader being a weapon of Almate, but I don't speak of myself in fancy words like that. I'm just a lad with 2 arms, 2 legs, and more freckles than I'd like. I choose where to go and whom to fight for. I don't want to be somebody's weapon, you hear me? Aerodin is dead. Now everybody decides their own fate. How'd you become a Pathfinder? I've always wanted to be one ever since I was a kid. I remember I'd go out to the village at sunset and then just keep walking until I got tired or someone dragged me back by my ear. It was like something was drawing me away from home. My clan was the nomadic kind before the wound opened. The idea of traveling anywhere would have never crossed the minds of many in the clan. They were content with their community or their patch of land, but I'd always wanted to see what lay beyond the bend in the road, over that familiar hill beyond the horizon. My father, he wanted to teach me to be a shaman like him, but as soon as I came of age, I was off looking for the Pathfinder Society, and I found it in Is. After 3 weeks of travel on my foot, I passed their trials and they accepted me. My father hasn't spoken to me since, but that's alright. Once he hears of my great deeds, he'll come around, someday. All I wanted was to rush off to some faraway lands and find a treasure trove no one else had yet discovered, but I knew I had a duty to Sarkoris. Then the wound opened, the demons, the havoc. In the end, I never went anywhere. But as soon as things calmed down, I'm setting off to explore Aslan. As I've already decided, great ancient ruins, that's my kind of life. Being surrounded by the wreckage here is depressing, as I'm sure you know. You remember anything before you ended up in Canavras? I mean, a lot of things happened. I remember how happy everyone was the wardstone was placed in Canavras. That was some celebration. And I remember when the cultists took me, cut down my whole party, and dragged me to their ringleader. Don't know his name, everyone just called him Bladesmith. And after that, my memory is all fuzzy. For some reason, he didn't sacrifice me or anything, just knocked me around. Said he'd been looking for a phantom blade for a long time. I don't remember why. How I escaped, what I did, Can't remember that either. Some crusaders picking up from the wound brought me to Canabras, and that's where I stayed, licking my wounds. Maybe there was a mix-up, and now they think I'm dead. Why else would none of them contact me this whole time? The Wordstone, you say? You're describing happening decades ago. That's rich. Next, going to tell me I've been sleeping for decades. Last year was that. Well, maybe the year before last. I couldn't have been wandering the wound that long. I would have either been dead or an old geezer by now. Nah, quit messing with me. Finnean, you need to understand. You're not human anymore. Hey, you feeling alright? Maybe you need to lie down. I'm standing right here in front of you. Poke me if you like. As human as they come, or do you think my travels have worn me down so much I've become an animal? Not happening. My folks taught me to stay human always, no matter the circumstances, to remember who I am, and never to shame my ancestors. You still able to commune with the spirits? Maybe I can, only they don't want to answer me. I'm still a spiritualist, a phantom blade. My power is within me, but I have this feeling like I'm separated from the spirit world by some kind of transparent wall. Keep knocking, but no one can hear me, I think. Guess all the bladesmith's torture did a number on me. He broke something inside. Talking about something else. About Pathfinder Society. Oh, well, sometimes folks curse our names, calling us opportunists who just want to line our pockets. But that's not the only part of it. We're travelers, explorers, solvers of mysteries, and fighters of evil. I mean, good coin hasn't hurt anybody yet, but for folks like me, it's not what matters most. We're curious to see the world, play a part in everything, stick our nose everywhere. Getting to our circle isn't easy. First, you must prove that you can endure any place you're sent to. That you won't shy away or flee. That's why you'll never catch a long line of applicants outside the Society Lodge. Every lodge is a venture captain, and if they approve your application, you're in. And then there are many lodges all over the world. The main one, the Grand Lodge, is located far away in Absalom. I've never been there myself, but I've heard lots of stories about it. About the Decemvirate that governs all the Pathfinder's affairs from there. That's all. I should be going. If you like chatting, I'm always here. I feel like turning you into a weapon. So I can turn you into... We have a greatsword. We have Finnean. How do I... Oh! Here we go. Greatsword. Okay. Yes! +2 enchantment, Cold Iron, Ghost Touch. This is cool. Well, now I no longer need to carry this around. Alright. We have a new weapon. Now. Let's save before we do this, and let's move this.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
You are so awesome, Lan. Let's see if we can save this guy. Philium Frulatorus. Don't mind me.
I am helpful.
Just stealing all your things. Hello. I've been known so poorly as the nearby vehicle is curled up in the corner of his basement shaking. Marauders, bandits, scavengers. Yeah, that makes sense. We're all those things and much, much more. Before you report to authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please calm down. No one's going to rob you. You look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me the nightmare is over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back! You, Woljif, you dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked with the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. My name is Philemon Fruliatrus. I was the owner of the shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything anymore. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. A bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? You think I robbed my own shop? I was in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The Watch were very keen to get their hands on those thieflings, and they seem to be multiplying all over Galoria. So of course it did everything they said. I've been stuck in the basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door no matter how much I yelled at it. Well, then I thought that it was all to the good. Somebody came after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the tieflings that visited the ancient trees and wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're from the city guard of the Eagle's Watch. Chief, he keeps digging in his heels. Just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. You can bluff with a +9 or intimidate with a +9. I'm helping the Eagle's Watch to catch the culprits. It's in your interest to tell me everything. So, they haven't got the thieflings. I thought the city's finest were on the job, and they can't rely on anyone. Ask your question, and then if it's so important. Tell me about Woljif. Shefto, right? Yeah, I've known him for a long time, but I'd rather not know him at all. He's been sulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the Moon of the Abyss and chase him out, but just sneak back in again. If he was going with that gang that robbed my shop, I'd bet anything he swiped the moon. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it return too. You get me? I like the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Red-haired tiefling. I suppose, yes, there was one who came in and spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him an Azamar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it, and that's when I suspected something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. Can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing. That's all I have. That's it. With the description, we'll surely stiff him out. Come on, Chief. Get back to Sister Charisma. We go to have a good long shifty to all my brothers and put all these clues together. Something tells me our traitor isn't going to wriggle out of this one. Tell me about the tiefling woman. Tiefling woman. Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady. Unlike the tiefling ruffians we have around here, she purchased magical equipment for the crusade and she promised to come back. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Found out everything I wanted to know. If that isn't enough to help you catch thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in peace with the wreck of my shop. With my wreck of a shop. Yes, yes. We'll be on our way. Very good. Well, I think we found a lot of hidden stuff. I'll walk all the way back here because I don't remember if I did or not. Just to give everybody a chance to get their perception checks. But hey, we found a really cool weapon. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right.
Follow me.
Area exit. A good rest will remove fatigued and exhausted conditions. Tiefling's hideout. So 2, 4, 6. We're nearly over 8 hours of moving.
The heartbeat quickens.
Dude, look at that sword. It's sick.
Time to share your treasures.
Oh, you missed.
Forwards!
Nice hit.
You are today's sacrifice.
A little fiendish giant fly coming in at me. You tried.
No glory without risk.
You won't survive me.
Hey, I got that guy before.
Cover me, all right?
He attacked me, and that was the plan. That was definitely the plan, was to get that guy before he was able to attack. And I'm glad I did. Continue. Yes, I do wish to enter. Alright. J. We're doing this one? This one. Red-haired tiefling who wears a green cloak as a traitor. Now Larry's putting a piece together and expose those cloakers. It's this guy. Or this guy. I don't know. Sister Charisma. Well, you're going to tell me who the traitor is, the name of the moon, and the name of the moon of the abyss that they still don't need anything else. Look at the suspects. The only redheads are Maroon and Doff. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varnir, Doffy, and Maroon. Doffy, Maroon, and Tavi have straight horns, but Maroon, Maroon and Doffy. So it's Maroon, Doffy. Tavi is the only female. Only Varnir and Maroon have green cloak. So it was a green cloak, and it was a redhead. And the only two that have green cloaks are Varnir and Melorn, and the only two that have redheads are Melorn and Doffy. So it was Melorn. Ready to give a name. That was Melorn. You'll pay for this, Fatil, and Het Zaramarai will get you in the end. Oh, you're not getting that. Oh, dang. Oh, okay, goodbye. And a kick. Grab him. Take him away from questioning. Look at my pet's just running around. He confessed. Someone connected to the city of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with is to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Erebus so that he could swipe the amulet into chaos. He thought we'd get nicked, and he'd slink off to meet up with his customer. He got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just going to glad to get to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? clear out of this place, sooner the better. The city's dying, and I don't want to die with it. The city would have already died if not the people who stood up and defended it with the weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? Can I join the family? It's all you want. You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs. You've no need to tread on our territory. The family's for tieflings only, no exceptions. What are you going to do with the trader? He's sent to visit his distant relatives on the farm. To think about what he did. Any more questions? I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan on hanging around long either. Sister, you forgot something. What now? You should be happy to be alive. An apology. You promised me an apology loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? So, sorry I suppose I've been for being wrong about you this time. Don't think just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Wolja. That's the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Aw, too bad, 'cause that's all I've got. Dang it. I failed my diplomacy. Better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when you got a spare minute, come see me. I've got something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's head out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above us are to crash down on our heads. Yeah, but like... I gotta go in here now.
What's that?
Oh! Reverse, reverse! I'm gonna disarm that for me.
I hope you appreciate
you.
this.
Collect it all. Alright. Let's head on out of here then. We've already looted over there. Area exit. Oh, we sold that one and we got a pretty cool item from it, so that's nice. I'll take it. I gotta talk to Wolja and go back here anyway, and it's probably a good time to rest because we've been traveling for a few hours, so I would say that it's probably about a good time to take a rest. After we talk to our tiefling friend. To the tavern. Where you at? Sela. I know you're up here somewhere. Where'd you go? There you are. What's up, Wolja?
Psst, look, Chief. I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
It's the Moon of the Abyss. So you did betray the tieflings.
Oof, that cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that. Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Did you really have the amulet this whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Remind me, why is this item so important?
Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
You've been searched by the guards. How did you manage to hide the amulet?
Thieves have their ways.
Why didn't you give the amulet to Charisma right away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabris and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth. And Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the tieflings, and they never appreciated me anyway.
Why did you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyway.
Why, he asks? It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing, and nobody, So that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up.
Every time you told me a story, you've been lying.
But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisma had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garand. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
Deceive the people who considered you a friend. It's not how you treat your friends.
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove, Sister Charisma used to say that us tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
So are you a... Yeah. Are you staying in the party or are you just waiting a chance to run off? As if I could, there are demons and dangers around every corner. Don't worry, Chief. I'll work my dead off honestly. I won't stab you in the back or go on a run with your money. And if you buy my wares, I won't leave you at all. Show me what you can use getting your thiefling connections. Look, Chief, I think things had the best. After this, we'll probably end it. But we were going to sell some stuff anyway. I want to keep my glaive. You never know, we might run into somebody who uses a glaive, man. Sell the gold ring. Jade. Used to cast spells. Well, we'll keep that around. Alright, so what can you get me? Get me the monster hunter, yeah, stock of purity. Wands. Apprentice lockpicks. Nice. Cool. Alright. Buy this from me. Thanks. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's probably going to do it for this episode. Next time around, we'll go try out another mission. But that's going to do it for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and the bell. If you want to see more, check out this video down here. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.